come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken as 4, and he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Black, here we go. Here we go.
First down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 90, roll. Watch it back. And go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready up. 50. Nice 7. Let's go. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check the tight end. Check the tight. Ready.
Off play action. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing after the interception. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Right there. 54 Mike. Record. Alpha. Mike 5-4. Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Love. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
H3-2-18. Chopper. 54. Cut.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 7-7. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now King throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Winston. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Love. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
53, Mike, all day.
Back to throw. Love. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 23 yards on the play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Shift. Right there. Go. Right there. Topper. Defense. Go.
From the gun, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Love. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before. He's dropped.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 60, orange.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check 50. Econ, 132 fight. Hey, switch gears. Go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Switch. Hatch it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right?
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground.
1st down, Redskins.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Easy. 5 on the 50.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to take a shot at the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
66. Bullet high. Check 43.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Set. And Lobo. 53. Mike 53. We own it. Ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
54. Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Anyway, 6.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First time they looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Ready? Blue way. I'm trying to collect. You got double time. Double time. Wait. Watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man left. Here we go, even. Set. 30.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check.
Here's Love again. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Chopper.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Begin.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Check 26, check 26.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Motion, motion, motion.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
22 yards there, a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check. 64. Weak.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start the drive with Love here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go. Recon. 132 fight. Box trot. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their 1st on the year. Winston to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Ready? Black 25.
On 1st down, here's Love. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Redskins 1st down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Redskins, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man to